welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to recreate some work I've done before. So the work I've done before was this set. Now as you can see it's quite glittery, and this was a Valentine's Day set I've done last year. This year I haven't been able to do any, as you all know. I broke my hand. It's a bit better now, so I'm going to attempt to do a set. So guys, if you want to see how I've done this, please stay tuned and I will show you the products I'm going to use. So the first I'm going to use is, oh sorry about knocking the camera, is Glitter Bells, and it is Peach a Bell cover. Then I'm going to use another Glitter Bells, and it is Cherry Bomb. Then I'm going to use a Glam and Glitz, which is Fairy Dust, and another Glam and Glitz, which is Platinum Pearl. And then last not least, we are going to use Glitter Bells, and this is Carbon Black, and also Glitter Bells Glass Slippers. I will be using my Glitter Bells number 10 brush, and here it is. And I have got other brushes, but this is just my favourite to work with at the moment. So I'm just cleaning my brush off now, guys. So first off, I'm going to do the small line. So I'm using Pink Bell cover. So I'm just going to open this up and dip my brush into my monument. Make sure it's nice and ready to do. So I'm just dipping that in. I'm using my flexi fingers today as well, guys. So my phone's just gone, guys, so don't worry. So I'm just picking up this bead and I'm going to bleed it out just a little bit. And then I'm just going to place the bead there, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Now, as you can see, I'm letting gravity do the work. I will help it a little bit though. So then you just go like that, and you want to make sure it's nice and round. Like this. Now, I don't worry about it being too perfect, because you can always go in, but I don't like, you know, like the big ones. I like little ones like this. So I'm just going to tap that on tap, and I'm going to do this one more time just to get the edge right for me. So I'm just going to place that bead down again, then I'm going to wipe my brush, and then I'm going to tap, 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 tap. And you do foil this before you go in, so don't worry about it. You want it quite thick but not too thick. So, and also because it's a core powder, you don't need to encapsulate it, but I like to encapsulate it. So also, guys, this is my first video while I'm doing something, so bear with me. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me clearly and everything. So I will be doing some lives as well soon, once my hand's healed right. So now that is my small line for now. Can you just see that? So I'm just going to let that set, and then we'll come in and we'll foil it. But I will go on to the next one first. But I'm just going to check my phone and see who texts me. So we're back in a minute, guys. So on the next one, we're going to use Carbon Black. And instead of using the glitter, I'm going to use some red. And I'm going to put the glitter all blended in. So first of all, I'm going to go in with Carbon Black. So let's open my Carbon Black. As you can see, I'm running a bit short on this, guys. So I do need to purchase some ASAP. So now, as it's a colour, you don't really need to go in thick. You need to do it as thin as possible. So I'll just tap, tap, dry my brush a little bit. Then I go in, I hold my finger down. Then I pat it down, wipe my brush, pat. Because with black, normally people find it hard. I have found black hard in the past. But with Glitter Bells, it is quite, look, that's all you need to do. Just tap. And then I'm just going to like feather it up like I'm doing an ombre. Now as you can see here, I've got a little bit and I'm not too happy with it, so I just go in with my brush, just tidy it up like so. So I'm just going to tap that down again, tap, tap, and as you can see my small line looks more or less perfect. I'm just going to sort this bit out, just going to drag it partially way up. I am going to put another bit of black in just because I like to, but not too much of a big bead. Now, as you can see, I'm just going to put it in here to make that look a bit more tidier. Now, guys, this is my first time doing a proper set now since I broke my hand, so please do bear with me. So, now, next I'm going to go in and I'm going to use some red. And I'm just going to blend that the same, because you want it looking like an ombre sort of thing. So again, I'm just going to take a little bead, look, not too big, and drain it a little bit, and I'm just going to put the bread sort of here. Just going to try and blend that sort of into the black. I mean, you can do it like this, like an ombre sort of way, which I will prefer to do, but as you can see now, I've gone here. But if you just go in with a dry brush, it does come off okay. Because you don't really want to scar your client's cuticles with red and black, because they are the worst colours, trust me. Now, I ain't too worried about the ombre because I'm going to go in with a bit of glitter over it, so I'm just going to try and just make sure you can see, but not worry that it's perfect. So I'm just going to go like that. Just want a little bit more there. So I come in with another tiny bead there. Tiny, tiny, tiny. See, so don't worry if you have to come in with a bit more colour. It's just sometimes you do. So as you can see, I've gone over again. Alright, so next I'm just going to put in the glitters. So the first one I'm going to be using is Platinum Pearl. And it is that. I love it. It's amazing. It blings really well. So, like I said, I weren't too bothered about the ombre because I'm just doing this with it anyhow. So as you can see, I'm just literally putting the glitter on top and just fading it sort of into the black. Now, you don't want your nail to be too thick either, guys, so make sure you're checking for thickness at all times, because a thick nail isn't a nice nail. So I'm just doing it again, and I'm just making sure that I've got some of that red covered. I was trying off my brush again there, guys. Tap, tap, tap. If you watch Keely Wheeler, I think her name is, I get that from her, because she's always going tap, tap, tap. So I just picked it up off her, guys. And next I'm going in with Fairy Dust, which is more or less the same, but it's just bigger chunks. So if you look, that one's like round little bits, and that one's more like chunkier. So they're both beautiful, and they're from Glam and Glitz. I do use a lot of glitter bars now, guys, but I still do prefer Glam and Glitz as well. I mean, don't prefer, I like Glam and Glitz as well, because I was starting my collection in them before I got into glitter bars. So I'm still using some, but some I will replace because they are good colours as well. And you can use any monument with them as well. But because I'm like allergic to acrylic, as you all know, I have to use the HEMA-free stuff. So, glitter bars normally is out of HEMA-free, and I am finding, I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but when I'm using glitter bars one, I'm actually lifting more. Now, I don't know if it's because of the primer or what, but then I'm using CJP the one, and that seems to be working. But I normally do, I mean, a lot of people say work with your glitters at the same system that, I mean, glitters, because I'm doing glitter, work with the same system, and I do like to do that. But in Glitter Bell's case, I've had to swap to the one, which I do love. And also CJP are bringing out a new one, guys. So as soon as I've brought it out, I will be updating you all on it, because I will be buying it. So I can't remember what it's called. I know they've got a builder gel out as well, so of Glitter Bells, but it's only for natural nails. But I will be investing to show you guys. So that's another nail done. So now we're going to put all, leave that one to set. We're going to put the lids back on everything. Well, if we don't drop them on the floor. So we're just going to put the lids back on everything, even just lightly, just plonking them on. Right, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to go in and we're going to file our smile line. So smile line now. Woo! So here's the smile line now. So I'm taking the tip off, because you know what, I can never ever file properly on them. So all you do, look, is you just go and you just, well, I have got a better file, actually, bear with me, guys. Back, found my better file, so I'm using my Nail Mate one. So I'm just going, because this is a metal file, so it does really get in. This is my first time filing as well, guys, since I've broken my hand, and I think I'm doing all right. So I'm just going to smooth that small line. Now, you don't want to flatten it out too much, because you do want it high, so it creates things. I'm so sorry about that, guys. My kitten's just having a mad one. Ebony, what are you doing? Ebs, come on. She's mental. So I'm just going to sort that off camera, because it's doing. So we're back. So that's done now. So I'm just going to click open my phone, because it's gone to sleep on me again. So on this one, we'll do a bit of the black. So we're now going back in with carbon black. So put them there for a minute. Round a small line. So I'm just going to go in and push it all the way down to the small line, all the way down to the bit here, because you want to give it some depth. I know I have gone on the skin there, guys. My hand is a little sore at the minute, so I'm trying my best to get through this video, because I really want to do it. I'm just going to do the same again, feather it up. Then I'm going to go in with my red again, from Glitter Bells again. Do the same, just sort of like a line, and just sort of feather it up again. And then I'm going to go in with my glitters. Exactly the same again, guys, just so it all blends in nicely. So I forgot to drain that, so it's gone on a bit wet, but we can work with it still. Now I'm going to go a bit over the black, just like that, but not fully. Now we are doing some 3D art on these as well, guys. So just so you know, some little flowers, cause you gotta have some flowers in here. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to dry. I'm draining sometimes, but sometimes I am literally forgetting. So I'm just going to put these on the tip. So all I've done really is I've just took out the red glitter because I don't think I've got any left. So I haven't purchased any because I don't really buy red. Pink, yeah, but red, no. So I'm just going to make sure that's all nice and neat. So that's another nail done. So now I'm going to go on and do the other two nails. So I'm just going to take this off the flexi finger. As you can see, I've only got 2 flexi fingers, look. So I'm trying to work around it, and also I've got limited space at the moment, as I'm going to be getting a bigger desk because I've got my iMac on it, I've got all my nail stuff on it, and it's just all doing my head in at the moment. So I'm going to be getting a bigger one. So in this one, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do, what have I done on that one? I'm going to do the, well, I'll show you on the original picture. I'm going to do this one now. So I'm going to do the glitter one there, then red, then glitter, then red, then black, and then black, red. But I'll put glitter on because it's a different way. So let's do this. So this is like a bit of colour blocking really. So I'm just double dipping with this, guys. So I'm just mixing up the glitters together. So you go in, you place your bead down. Now wipe your brush. Now, because some of them are chunkier, I'm just going to try and get as neat as I can to my cuticle area. And then I'm just going to try and sort of like pull up and do a line up here. Right, and then we're going to go in and grab our red. Now all these at the moment are just sitting on here because, as I said, I've got hardly any room. Really annoying me, guys. So my cat's playing again, so if you can hear loads of noise, please don't mind. It's just my kitten. She loves playing. She's just mental. So we're going to do red here. I'm going to try and get up to that line as neat as I can. And then we're going to like do it on the side again because that's the design we are going for. Then I think it's glitter again. I've got so much colours on this desk. If only you could see my full desk at the moment, it's packed. So I'm going to double dip on the glitters again, guys. So I'm going to dip a different way this time. So I'm going to use that one first and that one second. And then I'm going to... Ebony, what are you doing? She's just mental. So I'm just going to put that here because we are going to put a bit black on the tip as well. So I don't want to cover all of it. Now guys, this is in real time, this video, because I've had to do it in real time because I've been talking on it. So there's no cheating with how long it's took me. So I don't think it actually seems like it takes me long, but sometimes it does. So I'm just going back in the carbon black glitter bells, and I'm just putting a bit on the tip. And I might go into the red in a minute and just put a little bit of glitter on it because I think it might blend it in a bit better. So I'm just going to put a bit of both on that. So just put a bit around the glitter, look, just like so, just to make it pop a little bit more. Because we do want it looking really blingy, because this nail is a bling bling. So just putting a bit more on because I weren't happy with how that covered. But you don't want it blending in so much you can't see the colour. You want to be able to see your red still like that underneath, guys. So that is my other loud on. So now we're going to go and do the little nail, which I'm just going to take that one off that one and put it on here. We will be encapsulating these guys with glass slippers by, of course, glitter bells. So now the little one is black. Like so. Black. So just pick up the black and just I'll bleed off what I do with my black and that. Right, so you put the bead down. Sorry guys, I won't in camera. So and then you just pat it down like so, all the way around, as neatly as you can get. And you bring it like up a bit. So I'm just going to pat that down a little bit more around there. And then I'm just going to make sure it's how I want it, a little bit further up, I think. So then I'm just going to do the line. Just going to go over a little bit with just a diddy bit. Just make sure my cuticles are flush. Right. And also guys, when you're using black, you still want to make sure that your monument looks like that, because mine always looks clean, because you want to clean your brush now. Cleaning your brush is the most important thing with it all, so make sure you do it in between, so don't mess about. So I'm just picking up another bead, and this time it's the red bead, and I'm doing exactly the same again. On this one I'm going to do a little bit different from what I did on the little one on that one. Now I'm going to put then just a glitter on top, because I think if we leave the black and red like so, I'm thinking that'll look just perfect. So just a glitter on top, as I said. So then I'm just going to do a full glitter top. Like so. I want to make sure the tip is absolutely covered. Now I'm going to go over and just put the ball ones on, just on the black and the red, just to make it all blend in a bit, because these are the blingiest nails ever I'll create. Now I love these nails I've done, but you know what, I've never actually recreated them on myself since, so it is nice sometimes to go back and, because then you can see how your work's changed. Now I think my work's changed a lot since I've been coming back to acrylic. Now gel, you know, I was a gel girl, but I'd still do like my gel, but I think at heart it's acrylic. So now that's that nail done. I'm just going to pat there in a minute because it looks a bit thick. So as you can see, it's really blingy. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go in and encapsulate them all, because that's got to be done. So I'm just going to pause while I get some clean kitchen roll, guys, and I will be right back. So guys, I'm back. Right, now to encapsulate, I use my Glitter Bells number 10 brush. As you can see, some of the won't come off because I've got to top coat it beforehand. So this is a brush I always use for encapsulating. So I'm just going to go in and burp my brush, give it a good old burp, wipe up, and I'm going to get myself a nice bead of glass slippers. And I'm going to drain out just a little bit. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to just place it there, wipe my brush, and then I'm going to do tap, 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 pull down, pull down. Now, you don't want to mess too much with this because glass slippers does tend to go funny the more you mess up with it. But you want to make sure all the nail is covered. So as you can see, I've missed a tiny bit there, so I'm just going to go in with this bead. Just rectify that one there. And then pull, pull, and pull. Now, I am going to start doing sculpting ones as well for you guys. Now, I sculpt on myself now. Oh, God, I didn't want that to happen. I sculpt on myself now, guys, right? But it's very hard to film. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and do a video for you. But at the moment, my hand's a bit bad still, so I don't really want to do it on myself. My nails look a wreck, I tell you. So I've never had them on so long. So if you can hear me howling, it's my little girl. She's not too good. She's in season at the moment, so she's just booked in to be done. So, and that is just in at the other cat. So that's one encapsulated. Now, I'm going to have to wait a bit before I encapsulate the others, so these set. So again, I'm just picking up a nice bead for my first bead. I let it set out all a bit just to make sure there's no bits in it. Then I'll go in, I place it neatly there, and then I just tap, tap. Oh, I normally tap, but I don't normally go like that. And then I just pull and pull. So I'll pull that up the nail. As you can see, that is going to work out beautiful. So I'm going to pick up my other bead now, which I want quite bigger again, because as you can see, I've got to make that bit match that bit. And that bit didn't want to come off my brush. So, yes or no? So again, I'm just tapping. I'm just letting more or less the acrylic do the work for you, because you don't really have to do it. Just let that acrylic work for you, guys. You don't have to force it. Look, it just goes where it wants. You just keep patting it into place. As you can see there, I did miss to pat it into place there. Just keep patting that until you're happy. The more you pat it, the better for your foiling, because then you haven't got as much foiling to do in the long run. So I'm just patting that still, just making sure it's all set nice. So I'm going to let that set now, guys, and I'll be back. So we're back to doing the other two encapsulations again. I'm going in biggish beads, sorry guys. Now I'm running low on my glass slippers as well. So you get your bead, you place it down, I wipe my brush, and then I tap, tap, and tap, and tap again, and then I just drag and just tap, 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 and drag. And as you can see, you're letting that bead do the work for you, so you're not really having to do any work. So just let it flow. This is all I'll do. I'll just let that blade flow down. And then I'll come in with my other bead and I'll do exactly the same. This bead I don't need as bigger because it's only for the little tip. So there we go. And then I'm just going to tap that. Sorry if you heard me cough then, guys. So I'm just going to make sure it's how I want it now before I go on to my next encapsulation. I'm going to put a little bit more where that small line is, guys, because I want it to be as perfect as possible. So I've just come in with a biggish bead again, and I'm just going to feather that down to that, and I'm just going to pack that all in again. So just feather it up, make sure it's all nice and how I want it, neat. So the more effort you put into your application, the less you have to file at the end, which I absolutely love. I hate filing. So I'm still not happy with that, so I'm just going to put a bit more here. I mean, I don't worry, because you can file it off anyhow if you're not happy with it. I probably will file the majority of this off, but I just want it to, so I know that it looks half decent for me. So I'm going to put that one aside now and let that one set. Now, if you're sculpting, I do pinch, but I don't pinch on tips. As some tips I do, but like most tips nowadays, you get pre-pinched. So you really don't have to. Again, guys, I'm just going and doing exactly the same. Placing my bead down, wiping my brush, and tap, tap, tap. Letting the bead do the work for me again. Just making sure I've got them edges nice and straight, as you don't want it all flowing down your client's cuticle. So I'm just... And this is my first voice video, guys, so please be gentle with me. So, and also, I'd like to thank you all for sticking with me all these years if you've been here since the beginning. If you're new, welcome to my channel. And it is Glitzy Nails UK here. So, we have some more exciting stuff coming this year, guys. I have been a bit slow because I did break my nail. Really? I broke my hand. So, but it is getting better now. So, but I'm going to e-file these because I don't really want to put too much pressure on it. I mean, it's only week 2. So, I think I am trying a bit too much, but I'm getting there. So now I'm just going to let them set, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to file them. But I think I'll file them off camera because it's a bit hard, because I'll knock it like this and I don't want you to see and all that. So I'm going to stop it here, guys, and I'll meet you back on the favourite bit of mine. So guys, I've filed them and I've gone over them with acetone. So I'm going in with my Keely Wheeler brush, and it's fruity and it's #5. So we're going to be using the carbon black and the glitter bells. I mean, the cherry red. So I'm just going to double dip, bit big. So you want to try and get diddy bits now. This brush is a biggish one. So I'm just going to try and get some diddy bits. Yes, Ebony? If you can hear my little girl, she's going mad. So I'm just going to put that bead there, and I'm going to wait for that to set a bit. So I don't know what's on my camera, guys, at the bottom. So bear with me. So I sorted out what was on the camera. Now these should be ready. So you're going to get your brush, and you're just going to go like that, and using the tip of the brush, you're just going to like do like a little hole. Now this is an easy one, well, sometimes. So I'm just going to do a little hole. You're going to try and spread that hole a little bit to make like a petal. I'm just waiting a little bit more for that to set, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to try my glitter bells brush, guys, because I think that one's a bit big. So we'll try the glitter bells brush for this. So because it's sort of like right. So then we're just going to push down like that. You're just going to feather it out, sort of thing. You don't want it too big, but you don't want it too small. So if you follow me on YouTube, you've got to have seen me do this technique before, and I learnt this technique from the nail team. So guys, if anybody wants to do any online courses, I highly recommend them. You do get a certification as well to prove you've done them, which is ace. So I'm just going in with another bead, and I'm just draining that bead again, and I'm just going to put that bead in the middle. And again, I'm just going to wait for that to set a little bit. Now, these nails did look damn nice. Now, when I first done these nails on my own hands, I was like, I went to my mate, I went, oh my God, Maz, I don't like them, I don't like them. But then they grew on me, and I really did like them. And then when I took them off, I think I felt really sad because it was really nice. There was blingy, there was just me. So again, I'm doing exactly the same thing. As you can see, I shouldn't really be going in yet as it's not matte, but I'm just a little bit impatient. So, well, I'm not really happy with that bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the full bead off. Right, this does happen, guys. So let me just get this now. Right, I'm just getting all that off. I don't like it. Right, so I'm going to do another flower. I've decided. Right here now. So I'm just going to do an easier one. Right, I've just dropped some of that in my black. Oh God. meltdown. Not really, guys. Right, so I'm just going to do this one. I'm just going to put that there, like so. I'm going to let that bead set. Now, let me zoom in a little bit more for you. So these must be matte before you try and even do anything with them, because as you just seen, when you do it wet, it does not work whatsoever. So you're just wasting your time, really. But what I do is I do try and just go in a little bit and just get the point in the tip that I want. So I just do try that, and then I just go like that, because you always need that point. And then I just go on these. Now, I've done flowers for quite a while, guys, believe it or not. So that's my first little petal done. I'm just going to bring that petal up a bit more there. Just going to wait for that to set a little bit more before I go in with any more, I think. Alright, so that's my one petal done. Now with these, you are picking up the minimum amount. I mean, I'm just dipping it, literally dipping it in. That's how little the bead is. It's tiny. It does look bigger on camera, but trust me, it is tiny. So, if it was a client, you wouldn't be able to move the hand like this. But as I'm using a flexi finger, I can do this. So I'm just going to put that other bead there like so without knocking my red over. And again, I'm just going to try and tease that into place while it's still a little bit wet. And then I'm just going to wait for the rest to set. So, these nails look really, really stunning. I don't know what this line is here. So I ain't got a clue. So I'm going to top gloss them after I've done this flower, put some Swarovskis on them, and then you will see the full effect. And I think they're going to look absolutely stunning. Now see, I can go in and I can manipulate that bead. Now you're not pressing hard, guys. I'm really lightly pressing here. I'm hardly actually pressing brush down. And also, you never use the tip of your brush. That's another thing I learnt. So now that bead's done, so I'm going to turn the finger back around this way, and I'm going to do exactly the same again. Now, if you was doing this on a client, you'd do it twice, because you'd have, obviously, two fingers, two ring, whatever, yeah, that. So you'd have two of them. I sound like a right rambling wreck. So you'd have two of them. So because I'm doing it on this, I've only got the one to do, and I've only done the 4 nails because I haven't done the thumb. Because the thumb is exactly the same as the middle finger. So there was no point really doing the thumb. So I just thought I won't do the thumb. So as you can see, this is a brilliant little flower. And it looks so stunning. And it's very easy to do. Now because I'm using the one monomer, it don't set until you actually stop playing with it. So I could play with this all day. But I ain't got no luck because I've got other things to do. So that is the one flower done. Now we're going to put a Swarovski in the middle so you won't see none of that mess. I'm going to try and get rid of some of this mess though. So you can just go in with your monomer. Don't, if you've done it on a client, don't over wet your brush like I just have. Ooh, blingy. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to top gloss all the nails. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. So guys, first off, right, this is a little tip I learned off. I don't know her name. Liz or something, and she's a Glitter Bells and ambassador, and she said to use primer and then put your top gloss on because it makes it pop more, and it works. I can tell you guys it works. So as you can see, acid free primer from Glitter Bells, and I'm just going to put that on, not fully loaded, but just like enough so we know. So put that on your nail, and then you go in with your top gloss and the magic will work. I'm hoping that line goes because I have no idea what that line is. So I'm going to get our Glitter Bells top gloss and we're going to go in and we're going to not go over the flower because you want your 3D flower to be matte. So we're going to go in, and because I'm running low, it's a bit hard to get out the bottle at the moment, guys. But bear with me, I will get there. I've got some. And there we go. Oh my God, look at that bling. Oh my, see what I mean about how it does work with the primer. Now, I don't know how she found that out because I would have never thought of using primer on the nail, but look at that. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, I tell you. Sorry, guys. Right, back to it anyway. So I'm going to cure this then in my LED lamp for 30 seconds. Oh my God, I love it. Look at that. So imagine that with the Swarovskis on in a minute. So I'm going to do this to all 4 nails, and just got to move my light over a bit, guys, because I've got no room on this stupid desk. So I'm going to put another nail on here, and I'm going to top gloss this one too, so you can all see. I'm just going to get rid of the stuff because it is a bit full of dust. So the same again, I'm going to go in my acid primer first. And I'm going to do these 2 and then cure the other 2, because as you know, I've only got, well, I've got 3, but I can't find the other one. So it's gone missing. In this nail corner, trust me, everything goes missing. So I'm going to do my top glass, and as you can see, now I just sort of like push it to the cuticle, because as you know, gel will go where gel is. So if you've got a ton of gel down there, you'll get a puddle. And you really don't want that, because it's going to spoil your design, guys. So, oh, look at the shine again. So I'm just going to cure them 2, guys, and I'll be right. So we're going to go in again, and we're going to use our acid primer. Sorry for knocking the camera, I keep doing it. So acid primer, make sure, I mean, this, I would have never thought of doing this. I mean, the girl must be a genius, I tell ya, to think of doing that. So I'm just going to turn that upside down my top glass, because there's hardly any in it. I have more on the way though, people, don't worry. So guys, as I'm talking while I'm doing my videos now, I would love to know what you all would like to see. Alright, now, I've asked you all this before and nobody replies. So what else would you like to see on my channel? I mean, I do reviews. I have got some reviews still of Amelia's to do, but I've been, I don't know what's gone wrong lately. I just haven't had the heart to do any videos properly, but I'm trying to get back in it, because I do want to reach my 1,000 subscribers. So please share, like, and don't forget the most important thing. If you've just come here, please subscribe, because you're helping a girl out. And you know what? I really do need some help on this, because I do want my channel to grow. I love my nails. I absolutely love doing nails. Anybody who knows me properly will know that I love my nails. So when I broke my hand, it was a bit of a wound, because I was like, oh, I can't do nails now for 6 weeks. But a week and a half later, to tell you the truth, it's a bit painful, but not too bad. So to tell you the truth, it isn't all at all bad. So I'm just doing the same, as I said. I'm just top glossing it all. So, and also, guys, if you've got, well, in some of this video, I know my cats were playing around, but I can't stop them. So it's their home too, so please, I know some of you love hearing them. But please, no negative comments on them, because they are my little babies, and I will keep them on the videos, because I'm not going to edit it out, because they're part of my life. So sometimes it'll be quiet like it is now, and sometimes it'll be noisy again. So I'm just going to cure that in my LED lamp again. And while that's curing, I think I will put the Swarovskis on. So I'm going to cure that, guys. So I'm just going to pause you while I get my glitter bells glue. So I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to use some glitter bells glue. Right, now I need a new picker-upper. I got the Crystal Quartana, which is somewhere, I don't even know where it is. But it's gone, the head's gone, and I don't really fancy paying a tenner just for a new head, if I can get a new picker-upper for an extra, like, tenner or something. Now, I've heard that Kirsty Mickens one's absolutely amazing. So, if anybody has used it, could you please comment below and let me know what you think, so I can see about getting one. I think that's going to be too big, Lucy. So, because I don't want to waste my money. Because if I don't really, I do need one. But I don't want to go too high in price. So, I'm trying to hang out, but then I've got to use these things. And then when I come to put crystals on it, and always a life out of me. So look at that. Oh yeah, it's a bit on the wonk, isn't it? But oh yeah, look at that bling. Got to have a bit of bling. So here I'm just going to put 2 free random ones just here, like I did on the original. So 1, oh god, 1 in the middle, 2, 1 there. Gotta say, I think this is one of the blingiest sets I've ever done. And I still love it to this day, a year on. Well, just over, I think. It's just amazing. It's me. because I'm a blingy girl. Oh, so that's done. See, that line hasn't gone. I don't know what's gone on here. So just ignore that, pretend that isn't there. So, guys, that is it for this video. And I will see you in my next one. I will be uploading a lot more, as I've got more little things to do. I've got stamping coming up, my 5 top tips for stamping. I've got a Q&A coming up as well, which I will be talking on. That is nearly done. I've just got to do a few more talking, which you will see my face. Sorry, folks, but it's got to be done. So I've got that coming up also. I've got 5 gel tips. I've got loads of different stuff in the pipeline. As long as my hand carries on being all good, it's all good, guys. So I'm going to leave you looking at my beautiful, beautiful nails. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe if you can. It is free. You don't get charged for it. And you would be helping a girl out if you like my videos, of course. Also, say a comment down below. Say hi to me. I'm going to try my best this year to get back to people. So say hi. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And don't forget, don't let anybody dull your sparkle. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.